This is a truly enviable man in life. To get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, bought a century-old house in France. Do it yourself and spend 3 years. Turn it from tattered, renovated into a stunning dream home. The first day after taking the key, and Terry couldn't wait to get in the car. It can be seen that the appearance is relatively intact. All kinds of home appliances are also readily available. The view from the balcony is exactly what he longs for. After cleaning, you can check in with your bag. It's just that the decoration of the room is too outdated. The layout of the third floor is also not reasonable enough. Some wooden beams have reached retirement age. These all need to be revisited and returned by Terry. Fortunately, this kid has experience in this area. Drawings have been drawn according to the situation. After emptying all the furniture inside, he's in insane demolition mode, only by opening all the partitions to better design according to the drawings. The third floor has more space, but the lighting obviously does not meet the requirements. So Terry took the old windows and wooden beams. After dismantling and supporting the overall structure, he plans to open up the entire wall of Xiangyang, although it sounds like a big project. In fact, the construction of hollow bricks is not very strong. It's just that working at heights requires constant attention. If you are not careful, you risk eating the whole village. Therefore, he had to shake the cheap brother to help. After all, as long as the sea is big enough, a mule can also be a cow and a horse. Although the demolition of the third floor was successfully completed, but the demolition was done with too much force, causing the walls and ceilings below. There are gaps between. Instead of trying to fix it, it's better to just tear it all down and clean it up. Just always pay attention to the support at the top. Surround the mold with a baffle and match it with steel bars. Concrete is poured. When it dries, it has a stronger load-bearing capacity. We don't have enough. Third floor without walls as support. You have to cast the brace in the same way. Although the love between 3 people is unreliable, but the triangular structure is the most stable. The windows ordered the next day also just arrived, thanks to the customized size. In addition, there are workers and masters to install it on the door. It only took half a day. The installation is completed together with the glass door. And then Terry goes up to the roof and starts peeling down the tiles. Since the previous tiles were laid with stone bricks, very prone to water leakage, there is also a risk of slipping at any time. Terry plans to demolish it all, replace with lighter materials. Fortunately, the wife also came to help at this time. I thought it was free labor, but from life ideals to poetry, I didn't expect to be just a member of the atmosphere team. In the end, Terry did it all alone. To completely overturn the tiles of the roof, Terry first laid a layer of thermal insulation cotton for priming. After covering with tarp, put a plank on top of it and make a grid. Finally, the color steel tile can be fixed. Don't worry about rain and leaks now. Terry can also focus on interior remodeling, but the top priority, or remove the floor on the third floor first. I don't know how many years have passed. Wood panels have long lost their original toughness, and the girders at the bottom are overwhelmed. Fortunately, the overall structure of the second floor is relatively stable, so that he can set up on it with confidence. New joist. And this side he's planning to use as a rest and relaxation area. And another part, transform it into a raised parlor. And Terry started flooring the attic. It is very convenient to lay the board with its own airport. It's not a big area. He quickly completed half of it. At this time, there was a sudden gust of wind outside. Get out of the big pouring basin. Fortunately, the waterproofing of the roof is strong enough. It allows him to finish the rest of the work with peace of mind. In order to make the best use of space, Terry is going to be in the back of the attic, building a room out of hollow bricks. Make it your own bedroom. As Terry partitioned the bedroom, he also had new plans for the interior layout. This part he plans to use as a kitchen. And on the other side of the wall, here are the shallots left by the original owner. After Terry demolished the section below, the top section will also continue, use as a smoke exhaust pipe. As for the kitchen area, naturally, you must first comb the hot and cold water pipes. But for the later stage, it can be more beautiful. You need to make a long ditch in the wall first, to ensure that the water pipes can be installed tightly, and so on to connect with the city water on the first floor, and test the accuracy of the water meter pointer. Terry then used mortar to hide the pipe in the wall. The room that had just been cleaned up became a mess. He had no choice but to shake it again with the help of his good brother. They have great physical strength, in the name of an invitation to visit the new home. In fact, it is used as free labor. Help yourself get rid of the mottled wall skin on the wall. And this time he also pulled old Terry over. After all, 78 is a good time to be able to eat and be able to do. You can move your body while speeding up the construction schedule. With all the walls cleaned, although it still looks broken, but at least it's much cleaner than before. Then Terry peeled off the sticker on the floor, and covering the cracked planks below. The gaps are also filled with mortar, but considering the rainy weather here, before laying the new floor, you need to cover the surface with a layer of protection first. After the tide cloth, the whole is poured with cement. This can not only play the role of secondary reinforcement, at the same time, cement can also enhance the moisture absorption effect of the ground. Wait for the ground to solidify and dry completely. You can lay imitation wood grain floors on it. The polythin material is not only very wear resistant, at the same time, later maintenance will also be much more convenient. As for the mottled walls, if it is flatter, fill it with putty. But for those who are too damaged, then it is better to cover it directly with a wooden board. The simple white hides all the flaws. Coupled with the background of the wood panel wall, it complements each other even more. Terry, who tasted the sweetness, Ready to make the ceiling can't be concocted either. Also covered with light-colored wooden boards. I have to admit, Terry's aesthetic is pretty much online. After this operation, the room immediately became much brighter, watching the new home gradually improve. Now it's time for the furniture to enter the market. Although Terry is not a professional counterpart in this regard, but in order to save a small budget, he just bought it and worked in progress to assemble it himself. And the old wooden beams that were previously removed from the old house. Now there is also a chance to be reborn from the ashes. After installing a stainless steel light slot at the bottom, just a chandelier that money can't buy. Finally, glue a row of light bars around the cabinet. Now it's full of atmosphere. Compared to 5-star hotels, it is not too yellow. Then Terry struck while the iron was hot. The chandelier on the top must also be installed in place. In this way, the decoration of the second floor is basically completed. And then he's going to work on the third floor, as an area for future office and leisure. Be sure to do a good job of wall insulation first, after being covered with planks. The rest is still the same operation, just to echo the intersection of the second floor. And the covering material was drywall instead. Then seal the gap between the plates. Then you can putty the walls. By the way, connect the wiring and install the socket to meet the different electricity requirements of various electrical appliances. And it just doesn't fit on the ground. Then lay the same imitation wood grain floor as the lower level. It looks more atmospheric now than before. Then arrange the multifunctional storage TV cabinet and desks made of pure solid wood, while satisfying daily video clipping. You can also play games on TV or something. Finally, a whole set of sofas. Not only can it act as a guardrail to ensure safety, don't be too comfortable enjoying the scenery here in the future. And then there's the bedroom makeover. The first step is to install the door first. The second is the interior floor. And here he chose to pour it by self-leveling. After drying, apply sawdust board. It can not only play the role of heat preservation, it can also prevent the ground from reversing moisture in rainy days. In order to truly live comfortably, the most important thing is to install air conditioning in the bedroom. Sort out the ventilation ducts, in order to be able to fly freely in the future. Along with the toilet drain, connect in place. And then we fix the square wood on the wall, stuffed with thermal insulation cotton and sealed with gypsum board. But in order to achieve the effect of wet and dry separation, during the period, a partition should be made in the middle, to distinguish the location of the shower and toilet, and the corresponding skylight at the top, just enough to fill the indoor lighting, after filling the gap between the plates. Same operation in the other bedroom. It's just not a spacious area at all. It's getting more crowded, with white putty on the walls. Considering the excessive moisture in the bathroom, waterproof tiles are also attached to the floors and walls. The anti-corrosion wood board is irregularly mixed in the middle. Create the hole. It creates a sense of beauty that is confused. With the toilet and other utensils installed, and putting a whole glass door behind the bathroom, the sun shines through the skylight. It will also be a pleasure to go to the toilet here in the future. At the same time, in order to make the bedroom more comfortable, the laying of the floor must also be ingenious. The wavy arrangement is very tall. Wait until the lighting fixtures in the bedroom are installed, and then match it with a solid wood suspended bed frame. This warm feeling is simply not too good. With the interior renovation, it's basically done. Give Terry time to work on the outside of the house, for a better appreciation of the scenery in the future. The first is the decoration of the balcony. Although I don't know how many years of wind and rain, but the construction of concrete is still very strong. Requires rounds of bombardment with sledgehammers and impact drills. Only then can the steel mesh inside rebuild the sun, since it is necessary to carry out a drastic transformation. A chess player can't be soft at all. After the bottom is supported by square wood, the remaining steel mesh can be dismantled. Finish fixing the new joists on it. Cut off all the surrounding guardrails as well. Then lay the preservative wood to fill. Paste the bottom firmly with super glue to ensure a tight fit between each plank. And when it was done, it was kind of scrawled, but just apply a layer of wood wax oil to the surface. The appearance can be improved several times immediately. And the original teacher's guardrail. Now it has also been replaced by a steel pipe by Telly. Fill in the blanks with steel cables. It looks simple and atmospheric while using it. Then Terry turned his gaze to the dappled wall. Cracks on the surface reveal signs of age. It's just too time-consuming to polish uniformly. Fortunately, this kid has already come up with a plan to deal with it. I saw that he first fixed a circle around the wall. The wood is then laid on the foam insulation board in sequence. During the period, you need to continue to use square wood to determine the partition, to get the insulation board firmly stuck in it. This saves the time of polishing the exterior wall. It can also take the insulation effect of the house to a higher level. The key is the way the underwear is worn outside. It can be regarded as increasing the indoor use space in disguise. Then we can cover the exterior panels. The dark gray exterior looks very grand. It is also more noble with the black window frame. And in order to prevent bird doves from occupying the magpie's nest, the eaves also need to be sealed with wooden boards. It's just that you need to pay attention to safety when working at heights. Otherwise it will be like this. Fortunately, it only cost a tooth. It can be regarded as a rinse for the renovated new home. After 3 springs, summers, autumn and winters overlap and replace, Terry is finally in this remote town in France. I lived the life I really wanted.